Hello, ninth graders. I just want to quickly walk through the rubric with you, just to hopefully provide some clarification. Okay, so for your speech, so the very first things that you say in your recording will be like your attention getter. So make sure that this opening, is really thoughtful and you don't just say like, "Hi, my name is Jessie and I'm going to give a speech today." That's not an effective attention getter. So if you are going to record yourself with no one else in the room, you can set it up, hit record, and then just walk over. And then the first thing you say is, will be your attention getter. Then your thesis should be really clear. Like, what are you trying to persuade us to think or believe or do? The preview of the main points, this is a little bit different. This is just essentially your three main points. So you could say something like, first, I will discuss the monetary or financial benefits of this topic. Next, I'll go over this, and finally, I'll talk about this. So you repeat yourself a little bit more in a speech than you do in your paper, which makes sense because when someone is just listening to you, they need some of those cues. Now, it's a little bit different because we're recording and someone could, ideally like rewind and to figure out what you're talking about, but you still want to practice as if you're giving a speech in class. Then this is just your three body paragraph. So what information are you including for main point one? These are your reasons. Your counterclaim is, can be anywhere in your speech. You just need to be clear. So you want a cue to say something like, opponents, those who oppose it, opponents argue this, or some people who are in favor of, if you're talking about a negative side. Back in the last week, I gave you some examples of transitions. So again, that's just, I just discussed the financial benefits. Next, I'm going to talk about this. And then make sure it's clear that you have concluded. Now, call to action. What do you want people to do with the information? So that just might be thinking differently for many of your topics. People aren't going to actually go do something. They might just think differently. So you could say, next time you're in the grocery store, if your topic is organic food, next time you're in the grocery store, please look a little bit more closely at the labels. That would be a call to action. And then I put in some information about those oral citations. Those, again, are just according to, Tom Michael, author of this magazine or this article, blah, 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 blah. Or in an article titled blah, 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 blah. And then you say your citation. You just need it 3 times in there. So you don't have to do it for everything. You just need it 3 times. Now, this is a little bit different, obviously, when you're filming, but you should still be looking at the camera. You shouldn't be talking super fast. We have to be able to hear you. And the lucky part about that is you should watch your speech before you post it to make sure that you aren't talking too fast or that your volume is, we can hear it. Watch your gestures. That's hard. Excuse me. That's hard to do, right? But you are recording, and so you'll be able to, stop your recording if you don't feel like you like it, and then try it again. It should look like you've practiced this, and you can practice as much as you want before you record yourself, or you can record yourself as much as you want. Excuse me, and listen to my voice. And if that happens to you, you can just say, excuse me. Your note cards, if you're holding them, you should just briefly look down. I made the suggestion that maybe you want to put cards on the back of the wall, wherever you're setting your phone, or bigger pieces of paper, so you can just look up and then you'll know what your bullet points are. So you have that opportunity that you wouldn't have in a classroom. Time frame, try not to worry too much about it. You could keep it in 3 minutes. If it's a little bit shorter than that, that's fine. Try not to make it too long because a 5-minute video gets really long. All right, message me with questions. Good luck. I look forward to watching your speeches.